Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to your reading. What does he want to happen between us? I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. I will give you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get into your reading. Meditate here on the three piles. Pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This would be 1, 2, and 3. And let's get started. Hello, beautiful group 1, and welcome to your reading. What does he want to happen between you? You've probably been wondering, what about the relationship between us? Which way is he wanting to go? What is his intention specifically, physically, emotionally? What does he want to happen between us? And if that is your question, I am going to give you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Group 1, please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. If you would like to further support the channel, please click that super thanks button. It is that heart-shaped icon just below the video. But let's get straight into your reading. I can clearly see here that you are naturally magnetically drawn to the speak only of a love card. And with the speak only of love energy, this is clear insight to me that he wants you to only mention the things that are good about him specifically, the things that you love about him. Any sort of discord or confusion in the relationship, he does not want to talk about it. So in other words, it's kind of like, he wants to keep the blinders on when it comes to the imperfections of the relationship and only wants you guys to focus on what is going good in the relationship because he doesn't want to really be responsible for working on himself. That is too much pressure for him right now because he feels as if he has a lot of things going on in his life with his job, with other relationship dynamics between family members. So with the relationship between you and him, he would love more than anything else for you only to look at the things that are good about him and he focused on the things that are good about you. But you see, in this way, he is not able to really fix the issues that are causing the discord in the relationship. So let's pull more energy. What does he want to happen between you? The Magician. So see, this is about hiding. This is about an illusion here. Delusion as well. Him wanting to, yes, the relationship to be perfect, the relationship to be good. But see, he's not willing to work on the root causes of the issues in the relationship. And there are communicative issues. And he wants to just continue and to believe that things can get better without the work. So the Magician energy here, this energy clearly tells me that he's very focused on, turning, this relationship into what he sees it as, turning his visions of the relationship into reality. And he's very inspired about that. He really is trying to go in that direction and to take action in that way. Let's pour more energy. What does he want to happen between you two? What does he want to happen between you two? And you have here the Three of Swords. So with the Three of Swords in energy, again, this is a very strong confirmation here in the reading how he doesn't want to see the pain in the relationship. I can clearly see here that there has been some sort of separation or talk of separation, leaving the relationship, for a time at least, or maybe you have already left this relationship dynamic. But the Three of Swords energy is about, the discord that's been heavily on his mind within the relationship. Okay. And also he doesn't want the relationship to be depressed anymore, if you know what I mean, because there's been sort of like this depressive energy going on between you two, and he just doesn't want to feel that anymore. There has also a loss. So there's some sort of loss of trust and lack of stability here in this relationship. And he just doesn't want to look at those things. He doesn't want to face them. I feel as if he's been through this dynamic before in a previous relationship and has not healed that side of himself. So yes, it's kind of like pulling the wool over, his eyes and trying to pull the wool over your eyes as well, and just kind of like moving forward. It's kind of like trying to patch up a leak with a Band-Aid, and that leak will eventually burst and it will turn into a flood, because if he does not fix himself and fix the root cause of this relationship discord between him and himself, he definitely cannot move forward with what he is trying to do in your relationship. Let's pull more energy. What does he want to happen between the relationship between you two? What does he want to happen? And you have here the Tower card. You see, yes, there was some violence in the relationship, some sort of upheaval, some sort of disgrace that took place in the relationship. And he wants to just forget about the relationship. This person is definitely in denial about what really went on. Yes, he does know, but he just wants to sweep it under the rug. He definitely doesn't want to work on it, not right now. I feel as if he thinks that that's too painful to do, to address the issues fully at hand here. And there's definitely some sort of, disadvantage in the relationship. Something's definitely off balance when it comes to the communication. He does not really know how to communicate his feelings and has not ever really worked on communication issues here. And the Tower card definitely tells me that he feels a bit shame as well, but he will not let you know that, because that will open that wound of, vulnerability. And he doesn't want, his emotions to really show how he truly feels. So yes, this is all about a cover up. This is all about, hey, babe, let's patch it up and move on. Can you just forget about that time I did this? Can you forget about that time that, I gaslighted you? I feel as if this is a very strong, like, narcissistic energy that this person does have. And he's really the type of person that is just not in a space and time of ready to face who he truly is. So let's get more energy. What does he want to happen in the relationship between you two? What does he want to happen in the relationship between you two? And you see here, this is about him not being able to look inside himself. This is a very nice confirmation coming up in the reading. Thank you, Spirit. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. I love this coming out as a part of your reading, because Spirit is definitely confirming how he is not willing to look inside himself. But I can guarantee you that this person is the type of person that does look at you a lot. He shines his light on your imperfections, saying maybe that you are nagging him, but you're not nagging him. You just want things to be better. You want growth. You want an evolution with the relationship, or you want to let it go, as seen here with the Three of Swords energy. You want to break up some sort of divorce or some sort of separation, if that has not already happened yet. But looking inside of himself is something that he finds it very hard to do. Thank you, Spirit. So let's pull more energy. What does he want to happen between you two? What does he want to happen? And you have here the Queen of Swords, and I definitely love how the Queen of Swords laid naturally under the Three of Swords here. And this is very strong air energy within this reading, as seen in the zodiac signs of Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. And this could be in this person's sun, moon, or rising, or even in their Venus placements, or it could represent your placements as well as a confirmation here in this reading. So with the Queen of Swords energy, this is definitely about air energy. It's about the intellect and communication as well. So the Queen of Swords energy is about, him seeing you definitely as a very self-sufficient person. You're very well able to take care of yourself fully without him. And I feel as if he does know this. You have shown him this, that you can move forward. You have been a very totally honest person. So this is how he sees you. He sees you as this queen, very self-sufficient, able to take care of yourself, not needing him for absolutely nothing here. Thank you, Spirit. And the beautiful thing about you is you've been totally honest with this person from the start of the relationship, letting him know who you are, what you want. You even shared some of your past experiences with him as well. But again, he wants to keep everything covered up and just kind of like view the relationship from a surface level, from the top part, and not really peel back the layers to get to the root causes of the discord. Let's pull more energy. What does he want to happen between you? What does he want to happen between you? And you see here the Sun card. And with the Sun card coming out, this is definitely, this is representing a spotlight. So he definitely wants, to be, he wants this relationship to continue in any way that it can. He definitely wants it to continue. And he definitely wants a joyous outcome. He wants it to be joyous, but he just doesn't know how to really get there from his perspective. He doesn't know how to get there, but he wants a joyous outcome. He wants material happiness in the relationship. So some sort of support from you material-wise. Maybe that's financial support as well, or even just helping him with something. So that is what he is hoping to gain here. He's hoping to gain a very successful relationship between you two. Let's pull more energy. Thank you, Spirit. What does he want to happen between you two? What does he want to happen between you two? You have here the Knight of Wands. So I'm definitely seeing fire energy. With the Sun, of course, this is fire. The Sun is heat. The Knight of Wands is fire as well. So fire energy. Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo in the Sun, Moon, or Rising, even the Venus placements in your birth chart or this person's birth chart. And this could be a very strong confirmation here in your reading. But here, this is about the flow of the relationship. Again, this is a very beautiful confirmation that Spirit just gave us the insight here that he wants the relationship to move forward. He wants it to continue to flow here. And this is also about intuition here. So he doesn't really want you to, stay tapped into your intuition, because you definitely know what's going on between the relationship. You can see really down the line how this relationship is going to end up. And you have a very strong intuition about him as well. But he doesn't really want you to vibe off of your intuition or what he has really shown you. I feel as he's shown you some physical traits that you do not like, but he also covers them up with, charm and with words and telling you things that he feels that will help soothe you as well. This is a very charming person. This person is definitely one that can say nice things and 1 minute have you very mad at him, and then the next minute have you really thinking about, hey, I really love him, I'm gonna forgive him, and maybe we can, connect. But yes, thank you, Spirit. Let's pour more energy. What does he want to happen between you two in the relationship? And you have here engagement ring. So with the engagement ring, this is about connectivity. This is about partnership, staying committed in the relationships. And he wants this to happen for eternity as well. Whether the relationship is toxic or what, he wants this to happen for eternity, to stay together, to make sure that it is definitely a commitment there between you two, at least a commitment from your perspective. He sees commitment totally different from the way that you see commitment, which is what is causing the relationship discord. So let's pull more energy. What does he want to happen between you two? And you have here, my life is not as together as it seems. So I can clearly see here that he definitely understands that you are tapped in to how he's really living versus how he portrays he's living. And that portrayal is of his emotions. I feel as if this is the type of person that when you do talk to him, he's like, yes, babe, I'm really happy, or portraying that he's really happy. But I feel as if he's definitely talking about not only his physical life, as far as him getting money out in the streets or whatever, but even is his emotional life, his internal state of being is not as together as it seems. This person is definitely on the verge of kind of like, emotional vulnerability, I'll say. And but he appears to be like really strong. He appears to be really strong. But in a nutshell, what he wants between you and him, between you two, is he wants the relationship to flow. He wants it to be ease, no matter the dynamic of the relationship. Even without him working on himself, even with the, discord, the manipulation, even with him seeing you as this very self-sufficient and honest person, he doesn't want to face his demons. But yes, he does want a relationship, a bond, a commitment between you guys. So group 1, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. If it does, please leave a comment below, because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. Group 1, I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful group 2, and welcome to your reading. In this reading, I am going to give you clear insight on what he wants to happen between you. Maybe you've been wondering, what is he really seeing for the relationship dynamic between us? Because you want to know, should you keep this energy burning, bright, or should you let it go? I will give you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Group 2, please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. If you would like to further support the channel, please click that super thanks button. It is that heart-shaped icon just below the video. But let's get straight into your reading. So group 2, your energy naturally draws you here to remember your perfection. So with this card, I can clearly see here that he wants the relationship to definitely be perfect. Perfect for you two. Perfect, a perfect exchange of energy. And he wants you to see him in this way. I feel definitely if it's this person, he does have a huge ego, and his ego gets in the way of his relationships quite often. And not only romantic relationships, but platonic relationships as well. And that is really his problem. So let's pull more energy to get even more insight. What does he want to happen between you two? And you have here the 4 of coins. So with the 4 of coins energy, yes. So see, this is about a desire for a long-term security here within the relationship. So he wants this security, but he doesn't. He wants this security from you, but he cannot offer you security. So this is about greed here. And I feel as if this person does take more from the relationship than he does put into it. This is also earth energy. Capricorn, Virgo, even Taurus. Pentacle is earth energy, physical energy. Seen in the sun, moon, or rising, or even Venus placements in this person's birth chart. This could represent your placements as well as a confirmation here in this reading. Thank you, Spirit. So let's pull more energy. What does he want to happen between you two? What does he want to happen? And you have here the Sun card. So I love the Sun card coming out because this again is about material happiness. This is about success. So he does want the relationship to be joyous as well. He wants it to be joyous. He wants you to kind of like just see him as the one. Put him in the spotlight. But I can clearly see here that maybe sometimes you have been dimming your light in order for his light to shine. And group 2, that's just not okay, because that is an imbalance within the energy. And whenever there's an imbalance within anything, one side of the situation, it breaks. So he definitely has a huge ego. A huge ego. And I do also want to point out that the sun rules over the zodiac sign of Leo. So if this is anywhere in your birth chart or this person's birth chart, this is a very strong confirmation here in this reading. But the sun represents material happiness as well, and how he definitely can see that this is a benefit for him in the relationship. He wants that for the relationship as well. Whether or not he's willing to work on that material happiness is definitely something to be questioned. I feel like he does talk about it a lot, like he's doing this or he's doing that. He's going to do this or do that. But, not too much comes out of it. Let's pull more energy. Thank you, Spirit. What does he want to happen between you two in the relationship? And you have here the 4 of Wands. So with the 4 of Wands energy, this is fire energy. Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, and the sun, moon, or rising, or even the Venus placements in this person's birth chart here. Or even your placements as a confirmation here in the reading. The 4 of Wands is about him trying to move forward. It's fire energy. It's creativity energy. He definitely wants a reunion in the relationship. So maybe you have been separated from this person for some time, or maybe you could live together, but you're separated emotionally. He wants a connection between you two. as seen here with the Four of Wands energy. So let's pull more insight to get even more clarity. What does he want between you two in the relationship? What does he want? And you have here the Five of Swords. So yes, with the Five of Swords energy, this is definitely, there has been an upheaval, some sort of conflict between you two in this relationship dynamic. Definitely a conflict. And because of that conflict, there was a loss of trust, you know. And he knows that. He's definitely aware of how there has been some sort of separation between you two. And specifically here with the Five of Swords energy, there is definitely some sort of violence, some sort of abusive behavior. And this violence could definitely represent emotional, physical, spiritual, even financial violence as well, because I do see the greed card that came out here in the Four of Coins. Thank you, Spirit. So he kind of wants you to overlook this energy in the relationship. He wants you to overlook it and move forward and see the relationship as successful and as something of value. I don't feel as if this person is definitely fully aware of, he's aware of his actions, but he's not fully aware of the impact of his actions, or he just really doesn't care. But let's pull more energy to get even more insight. So Spirit, what does he want in the relationship between you two? See, this card just wanted to pop out. So here it says, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So see, yes, he definitely wants a transformation. He doesn't want you to point out, his traits that have been, very toxic in the relationship. He doesn't want you to point those out and continue to criticize him. And I agree with this energy of this card, because criticizing does create more conflict, but Spirit is encouraging you to be aware of this behavior. And if he is not willing to change this behavior, you are encouraged to go in the direction of where you are truly appreciated. You do not have to put up with anybody's crap. Thank you, Spirit. Not at all. There are so many people that will appreciate you for who you are and give you reciprocity in the relationship. An equal exchange of energy. There's someone that is willing to do whatever you need, and whatever you give, that person will give back to you wholeheartedly. Thank you, Spirit. So yes, he definitely wants you to overlook his toxic trait, his bullying tactics. I feel as if this person definitely has a very strong bully vibe about him. But he does it unsuspectingly. Like, he has a lot of opinions about what you should do, what this person should do. And it's unhealthy, because it's not very helpful at all. It's more of criticizing. This is a very critical person. He tells you that you're criticizing him, but you're truly not. You're just addressing things that really need to change. But Spirit is wanting you to know that you can never change another person, and you can only change yourself. Thank you, Spirit. So be definitely conscious of that energy. What does he want to happen between you? And you have here the Seven of Wands. I love the Seven of Wands coming out immediately after Spirit gave us the insight of, the conflict in the relationship dynamic between you two, because the Seven of Wands energy, this is clearly about betrayal here and dishonesty in the relationship. And this is about running away from the relationship. He sees that you have pulled away, that you are no longer really willing to give him all of your energy because he's very draining. And he wants you to cover up his dishonest tactics. He wants you to forget about the betrayal and to move forward, as seen here in the Seven of Wands energy. And this is fire energy, as mentioned earlier. And there's air energy here. Air energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. So let's pull more insight to get even more clarity here. So what does he want to happen between you two? What does he want? Thank you, Spirit. And you have here the King of Coins. I definitely love how the King of Coins laid naturally under the Four of Coins here. Earth energy, very, very strong earth energy. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and the major placements of the birth chart. The King of Coins energy clearly tells me that he definitely wants the relationship to be solid. And he wants to be in charge of the relationship. You know, he acts like he, does want your advice, but I can definitely see he does have a very big ego, and he wants to lead the relationship as represented here within the King of Coins, which is really what's causing all of the discord, because, he could lead the relationship if there was a positive, connotation to his energy. Then he would be a wonderful leader of this relationship if he was willing to let go of his egotistical ways. Thank you, Spirit. So let's pull more insight. What does he want to happen in the relationship? I feel you even though we are apart. So he wants the relationship to stay connected. He wants that connection to stay, that emotional connection between you two, no matter what is going on, whether it is happy times or good times. He wants that emotional connection to continue. He never wants to be apart from you emotionally, although he distanced himself from feeling his own emotions, which is why you feel the disconnect, which is why there is an upheaval sometimes and there is conflict. Thank you, Spirit. So let's pull more energy. What does he want to happen between you two? What does he want to happen? Wedding ring. So with the wedding ring, he definitely wants there to be a union, a soul connection. And I love the confirmation coming right out after Spirit just gave us the insight that yes, he wants a soul connection within this relationship dynamic and eternal love, an everlasting promise for you two to be together. Despite everything that is going on, this is truly what he wants. And of course, it's up to you to decide whether or not this energy works for you. He knows that you're highly intuitive. He knows that you are definitely intelligent. And you can see straight through him. So yes, so group 2, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. If it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. Group 2, I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful group 3, and welcome to your reading. What does he want to happen between us? You are wondering What is it that this guy wants to take place? Does he want the relationship to evolve or dissolve? I will give you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Group 3, please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Also, if you would like to further support the channel, please click that super thanks button. It is that heart-shaped icon just below the video. But let's get straight into your reading. So group 3, I can clearly see here that your energy draws you here to the card that represents love lives in stillness. And with this energy, I can tell you that he wants the connection between you two and the relationship to be at ease. He wants some sort of quietness, because maybe there's been lots and lots of confusion lately between what is going on, what has been said between you two. I feel as if that he feels that being silent is the best answer. But let's pull more energy to get even more insight. What does he want in the relationship? What does he want to happen between you two? The World card, yeah. So the World card here is representing a completion. He just wants it to stop. He wants something to end about the relationship, the discord. And he wants to travel to another place in the relationship. He wants to do things different, see things different, feel something different about the relationship between you two. Thank you, Spirit. Let's pull more energy. What does he want to happen between you? Between you two. You have here the Ace of Wands. Yes, so this is definitely about making something take place. This is fire energy, the Ace of Wands, and creativity energy. Fire representing Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius in the sun, moon, or rising, or even in the Venus placements. This could represent his placements, and it can also represent your placements as well as a confirmation here in this reading. But specifically here with the Ace of Wands energy, you see, he wants like new things to take place. This is about something inspirational going on. He wants to feel different. He wants a new inspiration, and he has the urge to make this happen right now between you two. Just a totally different vibe to take place. Thank you, Spirit. Let's pull more energy. Let's pull more energy. What does he want to happen between you two? What does he want to happen between you? And you have here, it's time for me to heal now. This is definitely a wonderful confirmation coming out here in your reading. Thank you, Spirit. Because yes, there's been lots of, confrontation, lots of back and forth where, there's been draining energy on your part, on his part regarding the relationship. So he definitely wants healing between the two of you. He wants a balance, a steadiness, some sort of calmness, peace between you guys. Let's pull more energy. Thank you, Spirit. What does he want to happen between you and the relationship? What does he want to happen between us? And you have here the Ace of Wands. Look at the Ace of Wands coming out twice here in the relationship from two different decks. You have the Ace of Wands here and the Ace of Wands here. A beginning, a new beginning with the relationship's energy. And he wants to travel as well. He wants to take a trip. You know, he wants to go somewhere different, not only in an emotional way, but he wants to take a physical trip because he feels like that will renew the relationship. You know, renew your vows as well. Your commitment to each other. That will renew the energy of the relationship dynamic. So let's pull more energy. Thank you, Spirit. What does he want to happen between you? What does he want to happen between us? And you have here the Mother of Swords. So this is nurturing energy. So I'm getting a very caring for the relationship vibration from him. He wants to nurture it. He wants it to be healed. I love the correlation and the confirmation between the card, it's time for me to heal now, and the Mother of Swords card. And Spirit allowed the Mother of Swords to lay naturally above, it's time for me to heal now. The Mother is very nurturing. The Mother speaks love and light into, you know, her child, into her offspring. The Swords energy is air energy. It's intellect. It's how he's feeling right now in his mind. He wants healing now. He wants to nurture the relationship, which is why he wants to take a trip. He feels like it will help the relationship so much. This is air energy as seen in Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Sun, moon, or rising, or even in the Venus placements. This could represent your placements, and this could represent his placements as well, as a confirmation here in the reading. Let's pour more energy. Or what does he want to happen in the relationship? What does he want to happen between you? What does he want to happen? And you have here, look at this, the 10 of Cups. This is about total commitment. This is about family. This is about togetherness. So I can clearly see here that emotionally, he wants a connection. He wants the family to be together. He wants that total commitment, contentment within the family dynamic. Thank you, Spirit. And the 10 of Cups, this represents water energy, emotional energy, Scorpio, Pisces, even Cancer, and the Sun, Moon, or Rising, or the Venus placements of this person's birth charts, or this could represent your placements as well as a confirmation here in this reading. So he definitely wants healing within the relationship, growth, creativity as well, a new beginning. He wants to travel physically. The Ace of Wands represents travel, and so does the World card. So he wants to travel, you know, emotionally, go somewhere totally different than you have been before when it comes to your emotional connection with each other. But he also wants to take a physical trip because he feels as if that will heal your relationship. Let's pull more energy. What does he want to happen between you two? What does he want to happen? And you have here, I just love this card because it represents stillness as well. And look at the colors correlation between the card that you chose first and then this card. So let's see what this card says. It says, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. So I feel as if this person is definitely wanting to be more connected with you via your heart. instead of being in your head all the time, because previously this was more of a, mind relationship and not so much heart-centered. So he wants to feel the relationship. He wants this warm energy to flow between you two, a connectivity. Thank you, Spirit. I love this for you. So let's pull more energy. What does he want to happen between you? What does he want to happen between us? And you have here the butterfly. Relationship evolving to the next phase. Healing the inner child and growth. Look at Spirit go. Strong, strong confirmation here in your reading. To sum up the entire reading, but the theme of the reading has been totally consistent here. Thank you, Spirit, for this very beautiful confirmation. So yes, he definitely wants an evolving between you guys, a liberation, a love, a growth to the next phase, the healing of both of your inner childs. Here, contentment between you two. So group 3, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. If it does, please leave a comment below, because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and make my day. Group 3, I am sending you lots of love and good energy.